mom's first boyfriend at 7 because he was molesting us.
You say you did what at 7?
My mom's first boyfriend.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You strip?
Yeah.
Where?
I be everywhere.
Cause let me see. I just saw your stomach. Let me see.
Yeah, I just had a miscarriage, so it's still kind of swollen.
Okay, cause I can't see that at like no strip club here in Atlanta. What was you in there for?
Aggravated assault / attempted murder.
Ooh. Okay. Who'd you attempt to murder?
The dude.
Okay. Was it a dude that you was romantically involved with? So why? Okay. So what was the reason that you tried to murder this dude?
He was trying to.
Wow, I did not expect all this. I never expect all this when
But I'm probably gonna be one of the few that you interviewed that is now on no drugs or alcohol. This is just how I am.
What's up, YouTube? Back in the lab with KD for the summertime. And this time I got my hitters with. If you want to get this work, hit up at KD with the muscle on Instagram. Now back to the content. What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews out here with another one. So we got a young lady with us today. How you doing today, miss?
Hi.
All right. So are you homeless?
Yes.
Okay, and so how old are you?
I'm 38.
You're 38?
Yes.
Oh, you look great. And so how long have you been homeless?
About 4 years now.
About 4 years? And so what was it that happened 4 years ago that caused you to become homeless?
Apartment fire.
Ooh.
Prison.
In prison?
Yeah.
Okay, what'd you go to prison for?
I don't want to say.
Well, I mean, I just explained, right, that if there's anything you're too embarrassed to talk about, don't start the interview, because the questions go wherever the conversation takes us. So how long did you stay in prison?
About 4 years.
3 years?
4.
4? So which happened first, the apartment fire or prison?
Prison.
Okay, so you was in prison for 4 years? What was you in there for?
Aggravated assault / attempted murder.
Ooh. Okay, who'd you attempt to murder?
The dude.
Okay. Was it a dude that you was romantically involved with? So why? Okay, so what was the reason that you tried to murder this dude?
He was trying to my friend.
Okay.
My friend.
So he was trying to R-word your friend?
Her.
Yeah. Well, we don't say that word on YouTube, but yeah, we say R-word. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was trying to do that to your friend. So what happened? Like.
We was basically at a party on the west side, and I guess she didn't want to talk to him, and she ended up going in the room with him, and things happened.
So hold on. So she didn't want to talk to him. So then why did she end up going in the room with him?
It was a party.
Huh?
It was a party.
So they was about to do some drugs or something like that?
Nah, I think they was gonna have sex. The S word.
Okay, so they would go. So we can say that word.
Yeah.
So okay, so how do you say that she didn't want him then?
She didn't want to be with him. You know how guys might ask you out or whatever. She said no. So.
But then she went to go have sex with him.
Yeah, that was something up on her part. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't even know what happened, but yeah.
And so how did you end up getting involved?
I heard her screaming, and that led to another thing.
What led to what?
Me kicking the door down.
So, okay.
I kicked the door down, and got came in the room. He was on top of her, and the only way I could really get him up off of her is to pull him. I put him in a yoke hold. I had him like this.
But where did the attempted murder come in?
He pulled out a gun, and I knocked the gun out of his hand, and I just started beating him with his own gun.
Did you shoot the gun?
Yeah.
Yeah? Did it hit anybody?
Him. In the chest.
In the chest? Okay. Did he live from that, or did he not live?
Almost died. That's why they call it attempted murder.
Ooh, that's a rough one. Okay, hold on real quick. Hey, what's going on, miss? Hey, what's going on? Yeah, I am. I'm gonna have a YouTube channel. I have a YouTube channel. I interview folks out here, so I'll get you next if you want. No, just kind of, okay, yeah, that's it. Okay. Oh, okay, appreciate it. Okay, so because I mean, all this led to you being in prison for 4 years. Was that your first time going to prison?
Yes. I don't ever want to go back. I don't recommend it for nobody.
I was about to say, so okay. Do you have any kids?
Yes, I have 7.
You say how many?
I have 7 here.
Okay,
and
7.
4 in Mexico. So,
You have 11 kids total?
yes.
That you birthed all of them? Wow. Okay. The good book said be fruitful and multiply.
Yeah.
All right. So of the 11 kids, how many dads?
There's 3 dads.
3 dads?
Yes.
Okay. So okay. And you say 4 in Mexico?
Yes.
Was that with a Mexican guy?
No, he's Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican?
Yes.
Okay, but he lives in Mexico?
My father lives in Mexico.
Your dad? Okay, so we're gonna unwind all this. Okay, so as far as the kids go, how many of them are under the age of 18?
7.
7? And so who do those kids live with?
My godmother.
You say your godmother? Okay, all of them? All 7 of them? Oh wow, she took on a lot.
Yes.
Okay, so
But it didn't just it wasn't the taking on part. It was more of saving my mind. She didn't want me to lose my mind.
I get it. So let's talk about it. So let's just start from the beginning. So where you from?
I'm originally I was born in Chicago and I was raised in Mexico with my father. My mother's an alcoholic, so I don't really know her like that. I tried to run away from foster homes, group homes, whatever. I ended up back with my father. So I'm down.
So let's talk about this real quick. So so you never met mom.
I met her, but
you don't really know her. You don't have a relationship with her. What effect do you think that had on you?
A lot. It caused me to have PTSD because I don't know who she is. And every time my father would send me back to live with her, I would have, I guess, complications because he didn't yell and argue and fight, but she did. So it caused a lot of damage with the mind, I guess. Hard too.
The pain that you have inside, it just spews out. And you laugh to cover it up.
Yeah.
I could tell that's just a nervous laughter.
Yeah.
A laughter to keep from crying type deal. Okay, so you was kind of back and forth sometimes, but you mainly was with your dad.
Yeah.
Okay. And that was in Mexico?
Yeah.
Okay.
Honduras.
And your dad is Puerto Rican?
He's Salvadorian and Honduras.
Okay, but he's like Afro-Latina? Like, does he present as black or does he present as like Latina?
No. The African side comes from my mother.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so he like the chocolate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, my mother's family, they have a mixed race. So my mother's grandfather was, his mother was from South Africa, and her mother was from America. So
Okay.
they made her, and he's mixed with Caucasian, Portuguese, Italian, 3 different types of Indian, and some other shit.
Okay. So there's a few things going on.
Yeah.
Long story short, mixed background.
Yeah.
Okay. So growing up, the back and forth, I can see how that may affect you, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and
It's
ask,
hard.
just because of the amount of energy I feel bouncing off of you, of course. So did anything like ever happen to you when you was younger? Like any type of
Molestation.
Yeah.
I killed my mom's first boyfriend at 7 because he was molesting us.
You say you
My
did what
sister
at 7?
Killed my mom's first boyfriend.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I strangled him with some drawers.
At 7? Are you sure?
I'm that serious.
I can look this up.
You gonna look it up, but they ain't gonna show you nothing. They just gonna say a woman got arrested. That was my mother. She had to do 2 years.
And she got arrested
I had
for
to go to Looney Bin. I guess that's what they call it.
You had to go to a mental hospital?
Yeah.
For how long?
Underage, like 3 years, 3 to 4 years.
Bro, so from 7 to 10 or 11?
Yeah.
And so wait, okay, what was your mom's boyfriend doing to you?
He was molesting us.
Okay. But he wasn't R-wording you?
No.
Okay.
He didn't get that far with me, but he did with my sister.
With your sister? Was your sister older or younger than you?
She was a little bit older. Probably like 3 years older.
3 years older? How did you strangle him at 7? Like a 7-year-old girl shouldn't have enough strength to strangle a grown man.
I was a tomboy, and I like climbing trees. We also used to pull rope back and forth, so that's where my strength comes from. And my father, he would always, when we get in trouble, we would hold bricks. So we had to balance the bricks out.
So you Okay, quick pause. I don't know what happened, but okay. So wait, you unalived your mom's boyfriend at the age of 7.
Yeah, because she wouldn't listen. I kept telling her that things were happening with her. She didn't want to take us to the doctor until after the fact, and that was too late. So I told her that night, I was like, he's sneaking in our room. And my mom was like, nah, he's not sneaking in there. And she went to sleep. And of course, he snuck in there again. And I told my sister, I said, just do what you usually do. And I'll get.
What does she normally do?
And whatever she was doing, I don't
Basically
know.
like having sex with him type deal. And so while he was doing that, you like strangled him from like snuck up on him type deal?
Yeah.
What effect do you think that had on you?
A lot. I went through a lot of hatred. I didn't trust men for a long time. I didn't trust my mom. I wouldn't trust people, period.
How old is your oldest?
She's 23.
23, so you had him when he was 15?
Yeah.
What was the circumstances of that?
It was hard. I still graduated at 16.
Well, I guess what I'm trying to figure out is, was you like in a relationship with the first dad, or was this just some random hookup?
He was a kingpin, and he wanted kids. He's deceased now.
How old was he at the time?
24.
24, so he was a big drug dealer.
Yeah.
And you was 15.
Yeah.
How did you get around him?
My mom didn't pay the rent or the light bill, and the lights needed to be cut on, and I had kids, so.
And wait, and what?
I had children, so I needed to get the lights cut on.
Well, now hold on now, because I'm talking about your first baby dad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You said you had kids?
Yeah, I had already had 2 kids prior to having his wife. So the agreement was I would take care.
I'm getting confused now.
Okay, I had kids. My first daughter is 24. I had her when I was 12, and that was because it was a turkey baster that I had her with, and my second daughter too. My third was a boy, and his name is Jeremy. I had him via sex. I was probably like 15, 16. I know I was finna graduate.
So you say that you had the first 2 with a turkey baster?
Yeah, I didn't want to have sex. I didn't believe in having sex.
Who put a turkey baster inside you?
It's not inside. It's right there at the tip.
Well, who put a turkey baster at the tip?
Did.
With whose sperm?
The man I'm telling you about.
Why?
Because I wanted kids and I didn't want to have to take care of my siblings no more.
So now this is starting to sound a little bit.
It's weird.
Yeah, like this. So hold on. So, because I mean, okay. Has there ever been any mental illness diagnosis or anything like that? You've never been diagnosed with a mental illness?
The only thing I have now is PTSD.
Well, I can understand that. But so you're saying that all of this stuff you're saying is 100% true?
Yes. Most definitely.
Because I asked you how old your oldest was, you said 23.
Yeah,
now you're saying that you have 2 more that are older than that.
I have a 24-year-old and a 20-year-old. My 24-year-old was born before her, but I don't know nothing about her because my mom made me put her up for adoption. I just know my 23-year-old and my 20-year-old because I raised them.
Okay, because then you was also saying that you didn't really know your mom, but now it sounds like.
No, I didn't know her. I've stayed with her probably from the age of 8 all the way till I was probably like 14, and my dad came and got me.
Well, but you said at the age of 7 you basically unalived her boyfriend.
Yeah.
So why'd you say from the age of 8?
That was the last time I seen her. It was at 8. I didn't see her no more after that.
Well, you said that you just said that you stayed with her from 8 to 14, and that your dad came and got you after that. But then you just said
7 is when I did that stuff.
and
they put me away. 8 years old is when I seen her again. I stayed with her for a year. My dad came and got me, and then I ended up having to go to that thing.
The psych ward, the mental hospital.
I guess they was trying to figure out if it was probable cause or if it was done.
So what I'm trying to figure out is, because your timelines are way off. Right, I was about to say, so, and sometimes that happens. Doesn't necessarily mean you're lying, right? Sometimes it just means that You're just getting your dates confused. You're just kind of confused about everything, right?
Yeah.
But I'm still trying to figure out if this stuff is true.
Yeah. It's in my psych report. Everything.
Wow. Okay. So after that, you live with your dad?
Back and forth. Group home, dad.
How did you get here to Atlanta?
I came here approximately, I want to say 10 years ago. I was supposed to be helping my brother and my mom. I felt that I had a little brother, so I wanted to come down here and help. And instead of me getting the help that I needed or helping the people I was supposed to be helping, I ended up getting incarcerated for aggravated assault.
Aggravated assault on who?
That's when me and my friend went to
Okay,
prison.
so that's when that happened.
Yeah. So I ended up getting locked up for that shit.
And how long ago did that happen?
That happened in 2000, I want to say 18. Yeah.
About 6 years ago? Huh. Okay. What was that prison time like? So tell me, give me your worst prison story.
One girl, she was supposed to be making a phone call. She didn't get to make her phone call because the girl had stole her minutes off of there.
Because the what?
The girl stole her minutes off of her time.
Okay.
So she ended up taking her phone and beating the girl in the face. I'm on this side of her, so I'm seeing the whole thing. And she literally beat the brains out of that girl. I don't know if she was in there for a misdemeanor or what the fuck she was locked up for, but she definitely got a murder charge after that.
Oh, so she literally killed her?
Yeah. Over some time, some phone time.
With the phone?
Beat her in the face.
How did you survive all that time in prison?
I did hair. I did lashes. I did people's makeup. The trustee. Anything that I could do to stay busy.
In the women's prisons,
it's the same as the men.
do women get R-worded a lot?
They go through it worse.
They go through it worse?
Way worse.
How? Because the women don't have...
The objects, they're made.
So they make dildos and stuff like that, or strap-ons, whatever?
Yes.
Did any of that happen to you? Why not?
I was in maximum, so we stayed locked down damn near 23 hours a day. We barely got out, maybe break, maybe for 30 minutes, maybe. It's a little bit stricter than it is the men prison because men prisons have more freedom. They get to do more.
Well, they have lockdown too, so that's what I'm trying to figure out.
They get locked down, but not as frequently as the females because females have emotional disorders and they can't control their emotional nothing. So it's just every time a female get upset, they want to fight. They want to throw things and...
That sounds like the men too, I ain't gonna lie. A lot of these guys that end up in jail are emotionally laden. That's how they ended up in there. And a lot of it, when you're raised by a woman, unfortunately, men have to be...
Traits are way worse.
Yeah. So, okay. So how long you been out of jail now? Or
Since
prison?
2000 and... I want to say 20. Yeah.
2020?
April.
Was it when the pandemic came?
Yeah. Right around in there.
And so you've been basically homeless since then?
I had an apartment. I stayed in Adam's house.
You say you had a what?
Apartment. I stayed in Adam's house, and my apartment got it caught on fire.
Yeah, you said that.
Somebody threw a bomb thingy in there.
Were they trying to target you?
No, they was just mad at one of their spouses, and they ended up.
Ooh. How many units ended up being burnt
13.
up? Man.
Mine was the 6th one.
And so, is your mom and all them, do they know that you're out here?
My godmother knows I'm out here, but not my mom. I don't think she cares. Yes.
So, if your mom or your godmom were to happen to see this video on YouTube, what do you think her thoughts and reactions would be?
My godmother's she's gonna laugh. She's gonna be like, why? Why is she interviewing me for her? She's probably gonna think I'm on drugs, but I'm not. I'm not on alcohol or drugs.
Did you used to be at one point? So why did they think that?
because I kept saying I was going to start doing drugs to get in these programs, because around here...
That's what you like have to like be like...
You can't get no services unless you are a drug addict or alcoholic, and that's sad.
Well, or mentally ill, though. You obviously have some mental illness.
I have PTSD and emotional disorder, and I also have... That's good. Let me reach.
She just told you.
I want to be rich. Okay, I'm already on YouTube. I want to be. Come on, don't do that to mine. I guess they thought I was gonna be on drugs because this world out here is fast.
Right.
And the women out here are easy to do different things. Their mind's
Have you had to
strong.
like sell yourself and stuff like that? And we asked you to keep it a buck on this channel, right? So let's just keep it.
I strip from time to time.
You strip?
Yeah.
Where?
I be everywhere.
Cause let me see. I just saw your stomach. Let me see.
Yeah, I just had a miscarriage, so it's still kind of swollen.
Okay, cause
Yeah.
I can't see that at like no strip club here in Atlanta.
Yeah. You see everything at a fucking strip club.
Say they ain't got that much standards, huh?
Yeah. They don't care. As long as you can shake it. I wouldn't care. Like, I just had a whole miscarriage.
So what are you doing for money? That's what I'm saying. Like,
I work. I clean houses.
you have a job right now, or you just
Yeah.
do like gig jobs?
Yeah. So right now I'm waiting on my disability. Just applied for it. So
What do you get in disability? What was the basis for it?
I have rheumatoid arthritis, sickle cell, and epilepsy.
Okay, so physical stuff, not mental stuff. Okay, so real quick, have you ever been sex trafficked in your life?
Yes, I have.
What ages?
16 and 23.
And so what was the circumstances of that?
I guess I was getting off work late when I was 16 and got snatched in the car. I don't know too much about it. But the 23, when I was 23, I ended up getting away by flagging the police down.
How long was you in the sex trafficking for?
It was in Florida, and it took me a minute to get away.
Are we talking like months, years?
Probably like, I want to say almost a year.
Almost a year?
Yeah.
So how would they keep you there? Like, how would they?
They just keep you sedated, like up until they ready for you to sell. They don't keep you woke or nothing. Like,
You say they don't keep you what?
some females say they keep them woke. If they keep you woke, it's because they know that you're sexually active. If they know that you're not sexually active, they're not gonna put you out there until they tampered with you. And got you on drugs to the point where you can't have your own mind.
Okay, so they basically had you strung out?
No, they keep you sedated up until they're ready.
Sedated
to
with
use
what?
you. The drug that they used with me was GSB. They found large quantities in my system.
You say what was it? GSB? Okay. So they would drug you up, they would keep you sedated, and then when the guy, like how many guys would they have you see a day type deal?
Other girls, because they was already promiscuous or sexually active, like they say, they would have you sleep with probably like 15 or better.
Ooh, but you say sexually active, you had already had kids at that point.
Yeah, but I wasn't sexually active. See, and sex trafficking, your stuff have to be open, and if you're not open down there, they're not gonna sell you. Because
So your stuff was like too tight or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay.
You could become a liability, which means you could die during intercourse or anything.
And so how did you end up escaping that?
I ran until I couldn't run no more, and I seen a police officer, and I flagged him down, and I told him my name, and I told him that I might be a missing person, and that I had been kidnapped, and that I was with guys that was trafficking other women and me as well.
Did they end up like getting the guys and arresting them?
Yes.
And at 16, how long was you in the thing at 16 for?
It took a minute because I couldn't find my whereabouts. Probably like a couple months.
How'd you escape that one?
I ran until I couldn't run anymore.
Ooh, sounds like just a load of trauma
Yeah.
for someone that's under 40 years old.
Yeah, I have PTSD.
How do you recommend young ladies to avoid the sex trafficking and all that stuff? What's your advice to young ladies to avoid that?
don't be so friendly. Just because a man say that he got you, don't listen to him. Try to listen to your elders.
Hold on real quick. The truck was going by. Say it again.
Try to listen to your elders. Like get advice from your elders because they know more. If you're in a new city and you don't know nothing about it, go to an elder. Don't go to these young men because they don't have no care about your whereabouts.
I'll tell you what, I've been getting a lot of stories about people getting sex trafficked and things like that. So, yeah, and it always happens around that age, 16. Man, I wish that we could do something to avoid that. I have a 15-year-old daughter. That scares the mess out of me, man.
Yeah,
you know?
I have a 14-year-old daughter. Her name is Emiliana, and she runs away. Or if she don't run away, she runs out the house. And I tell her, there's men always somewhere watching you. You have to be very careful about what you do. She likes to run out the door when she gets
Does she
angry.
listen to that? Does she take that advice?
Sometimes. Like just recently, she's got to the point where she'll sit down.
Have you told her what happened to you? Okay, yeah. Make sure that you give her the details so that she knows how bad it is, you know?
And another thing that I could say, all young women who've been raped, y'all need to go with the NIA program. They're real good at helping women.
What's it called? The what program?
NIA program.
Okay, NIA.
It's at Grady.
Okay, all right. Wow, I did not expect all this. I never expect all this when
But I'm probably going to be one of the few that you interviewed that is now on no drugs or alcohol. This is just how I am.
Yeah, I'm about to say, you don't seem like it, right? You don't seem liking it. So listen, we really appreciate you taking the time answering all of our questions. If anybody out there did want to reach out, help, or donate, do you have a way they could do that? Do you have social media, Cash App, anything like that?
I have IG.
What's your IG?
Shaymania Washington.
You say who?
Shaymania Washington.
You gotta spell that.
SHAYMONIAH, and that's Washington.
Okay.
Or you can hit me up on my Cash App. It's $ Shaymania Washington.
So SHY, right?
MONIAH.
Okay. Washington. Okay.
213.
213.
Yeah, it's money, baby. 213.
Okay. I tell you what, man. I tell you what, I did not expect all this. So, like I say, we appreciate you, and we definitely wish you nothing but the best out here, okay? Make sure you have a good one, sweetie. All right.